Finally, the House is not empty. We finally got a new Speaker of the House. After a 3 long weeks of trial and error, we got nominees going up, coming down, going up, coming down. We got over like 3 to 4 cycles of nominees going into the House, trying to be nominated for Speaker, and then declining, and then dropping out. There's a lot of drama for that, especially in such a turbulent timing in the whole entire geopolitical tension that is rising sort of environment. To have a United States to have a house with no speaker was pretty terrible. But of course, that all came to a stop when Mike Johnson finally got elected to be the House Speaker yesterday. So of course, when Mike Johnson get elected to be the House Speaker, this kind of just changed the whole entire narrative of where the government would actually be moving towards. It's most likely going to be moving slightly more to the right side more than the left, because currently the Mike Johnson is a Trump ally. For people who did not know, during the whole entire election between Biden and Trump, Mike Johnson was strongly siding with Trump against Biden. So of course, with this whole entire narrative, which is it kind of makes sense. It simply means that, Trump is still having this chokehold on the entire GOP. I think the Republican Party definitely do have a level of respect for Donald Trump, no matter how you see it. Despite the fact that there are so many pretty solid candidates that is in the Republican Party that we have actually been seeing, that is doing a little bit of campaigning, I do think that Donald Trump would probably still be holding a huge amount of votes when the actual election comes by, which is going to be coming, I think, sometime next year. So, with Mike Johnson elected being the House Speaker, of course, that is, like what I said, is going to be helping with the GOP narrative a lot more. Of course, with Kevin McCarthy being ousted, I think about last month, about 3 to 4 weeks ago, that basically just threw the whole entire House into this whole entire turmoil, especially with the whole entire Israel and Hamas situation that did not really help the situation loosen up a bit, because with more conflict, the House needs a speaker more than ever for them to actually, convey all these different messages to the other world leaders as well. So, a lot of people are talking about how this, with Mike Johnson actually getting elected to be the House Speaker right now, this would actually push the narrative that Donald Trump would be in a lot of a better sitting to be the next president, which, 2024 coming up, that could definitely be the case for Donald Trump to come in to swipe all the other parties away and getting the presidential throne. But of course, people are also talking about how, it wouldn't really matter because Joe Biden would most likely rerun and win. But let's be honest, approval rating for Joe Biden is at an all-time low. People think that Joe Biden is not doing his job. Politically wise, you can see Joe Biden's approval rating is just constantly dropping, especially with what happened with the whole Israel-Hamas situation. I think it did help a little bit for people who were siding with Israel, but people who were siding with the Palestine, people who were kind of choosing both sides, the people who are against Israel. Yeah, that's not going to be helping with Biden's approval rating at all. But of course, again, let's be honest, we have to get to the basis of it. The only reason why Biden is supporting Israel is only for the fact that Biden wants to get cheap oil from Saudi Arabia. That's the whole entire point of why they're doing this whole entire thing to begin with. So I think, I guess you can't really blame the player, just blame the game. The game is as it is. And honestly, if Trump were to be put in the similar situation as what Biden was, I think he'll probably do the same. But I think something that could be changed is just maybe not releasing the $6 billion worth of asset to Iran. I'm not sure. But yeah, I thought that was quite interesting. But anyway, let's go back to the House party, the House Speaker. I thought that was a lot more interesting. But yeah, because after Mike Johnson got elected, they actually started to go through a temporary spending plan to ensure that the government is going to stay open until the next year. So I think that's pretty good. At least you get, well, you can ensure a lack of a government shutdown in a short period of time. We are able to allow more negotiation to really take place and effectively just not a failure of a government. I guess the bare minimum of a government that I actually kind of expect from. But yeah, I thought that it's just kind of an interesting thing that the House Speaker is someone that was such a strong Trump ally, and I really wanted to talk to you guys about this. But anyway, that's all for this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.